Hello, I'm Julia Catalano. I'm the Customer Relations Director for Hospice of Crawford County, and welcome to our Marquette Hospice House. This has been a project in the making for several years. It's actually been a dream of ours for many years. And through the support of Meadville Medical Center Foundation, through the generosity of Marquette and wonderful generosity from the community, we've been able to make this a reality. We were able to purchase the house, we were able to make the needed renovations to it, and furnish the house. And as you can see, I'm in the great room now. This is a general area. You can see the beautiful fireplace behind me. We have comfortable, cozy seating in here. We have windows overlooking a very peaceful hillside. We also have a piano that was very generously donated to us. All with the purpose of being able to give our hospice patients an additional option to be able to receive hospice care in a residential setting. What we have found is that very often people want to have a home-like setting during their hospice stay, but for a variety of reasons aren't able to do that. It could be that they have an elderly spouse who is beginning to have difficulty taking care of the patient. It could be a scenario where the patient's children have moved out of the area and they don't have a lot of family support around. So this will enable patients to actually live here. This will be their home during the time that they're with hospice. We can see up to, or take care of up to 3 patients. And when we continue the tour, you'll be able to see the patient rooms. Each patient, of course, will have their own bedroom with a seating area and their own bathroom. And the house will be staffed by our team of LPNs who will be here 24/7. So the patients will receive a very individualized care, and the ratio of staff to patients will be very good. It'll be either 1 staff to 3 patients, or if we're not filled up, if we have maybe 1 or 2 patients at the time, the ratio will be even smaller. So it'll be a lot of individual hands-on care for the patient. In addition, the patients will all receive the visits from our registered nurses, from our hospice aides, from our social workers, and our chaplain, just as they would if they were in their own home. They'll also be able to access the volunteer services. What we envision this is a place where the hospice patients can be well taken care of. It'll be peaceful, it'll be serene, it'll be very welcoming to the family. And as you see with the tour, there'll be a lot of areas where the families can gather, either in small groups or even large gatherings. There might be times that families want to have, for example, an anniversary celebration or a holiday get-together with the family. And so, as you see with the tour, this will enable that to happen, to be able to have a very, very family-friendly group. If you have any questions about our hospice house, we welcome them and we'll answer them. You can give us a call at 333-5403, and our social workers are dedicated to meeting with the patients and the family to give them individualized help with this decision and with the whole transition into hospice house. So we can begin our tour.
Well, we certainly appreciate all the folks who came out for the open house, and as you can see, they're the great room, and now we've moved into the patient wing here at the Marquette Hospice House, and I'm joined by Candi Doubet. Candi, we've talked on our Medicine Meadville series before, if I remember. It's been a while ago, but you're going to be the manager here of this project, and so tell a little bit about, something right off the ground. Tell a little bit about what that's been like to get it moving.
Well, it's been very exciting and it's been very challenging. But we have some staff in place that are going to be taking care of our guests, and it's been a lot of work bringing things together because people are going to be here 24 hours a day, and we're going to have staff here that are going to be caring for them, and they're going to be caring for people just like in their own homes. And so we got that in place, and when the house was ready for decorating and all that, there was just a flurry of activity. The ladies of the auxiliary certainly had a fun time going out and doing the shopping. It was just like Christmas, I think, for them.
And they took on this room completely. Everything here, the bed, the chair, the furniture, all the decorations came from the Regional Medical Center Auxiliary.
Yes, they planned the colors scheme, the wall decorations, the curtains, the dressers, the bulletin board here with the various pictures, the little hanging things from the ceiling, and so they just took that on and donated it all and were responsible for it, the bedding, the quilts. So yeah, they did a very nice job, and it was very exciting and fun to watch. And the specialty of our ladies and their decorating skills. And so
let me ask you two things, Candi. One, you mentioned the bulletin board. We would encourage folks to bring pictures of their grandkids. The mementos from home. There's places they could set, favorite pictures and that kind of stuff. We want this to be home. This isn't
right.
This isn't an institution. This is to be your home.
Correct. This is to be their home. So whatever they want to bring from home, whether it be a favorite pillow, a favorite blanket, pictures of families and friends, mementos, anything that they want to bring with them, they are certainly more than welcome to do that.
The second thing, when we were here for the open house, so many people said, it feels very comfortable. I mean, there were many dozens of people who came through, and I was listening, over their shoulders, and so many people said it just, it doesn't seem like what I thought it was going to be, and it's very classy. It's a beautiful place, whatever, but you do feel comfortable. I mean, I came in and sat down on this comfortable chair here,
And this is a lift chair. We have 3 patient rooms, and all of our patient rooms have a lift chair, and it's motorized, and so that when your legs are weak and wobbly and you don't have the strength to stand up, then the motorized chair, brings you up to a standing position. So all 3 of the rooms are equipped with a lift chair.
So it's comfortable, going to be like home, but those things are not hidden, but they're behind the scenes or whatever that can help assist me, when I'm not when I'm not at my best. Okay, so to be in my home, if it's wintertime, whatever, I don't like being cold, and I'm sure our customers here won't like that either. Take, for example, the bathroom behind you. I mean, we have ways to help folks not be cold whenever they're in the bathroom.
Right. All of our all of our bathrooms are what we call wheelchair accessible, and the shower is right there, and the floors are heated. And then also there are heating lamps, so that when somebody is getting their shower, we turn the heating lamps on, and they just feel the heat and
so I don't have to
get dried off.
I don't have to step over a tub to get in.
You don't have to
sit down while I'm showering.
Right,
also.
There's a little bench in there that folds down, and you can go in and sit down. There's some grab bars to hang on if you're a little unsteady, and you walk onto a nice warm floor, and then when you get out and you wrap your towel around you, you have the heating lamps, and you can, get dried off pretty comfy.
Back to the word that I heard a lot that day from the open house was comfortable.
Yes.
I think folks will be comfortable here.
That was, our number one goal, is to make sure that people are comfortable, that we want it to be just like home for them.
Well, let's see some more.
Okay.
Well, Candi, I would call this a TV room, but if we have several families here at the hospice house, they could be together, they could be separate. When we were here for the open house, actually there was a ball game on that TV behind you, and everyone kept coming over to check on the score of the Cleveland-Dallas game, if I recall that day. It was kind of fun to see. All the guys were in here, and all the ladies were looking at the decorations. It was kind of funny how that worked out. But
absolutely. This is a very nice, cozy, comfortable room. Of course, the sofa can seat lots of folks, and then we have these 2 smaller chairs here, but it's a little smaller than the great room, and families can sit here and relax and watch their games, or they can just sit and read. We have some reading material over there, and just, have a good time, and just, share with one another. And even our guests can come into any of these rooms if they are able to and they feel like coming out. And again, this house is for them, and so they are welcome to participate and share in any part of this house and take advantage of everything that we have here.
So hospice, it's about living. It's not about it's anything else other than that. And if living means, the family gets together and we watch a ball game together or whatever,
Right.
we have an opportunity right here at the hospice house for that.
Or watch some movies and, we'll get some popcorn out and some soda pop or whatever people like to drink and, just enjoy an evening with friends and family.
I keep going back to that word I heard so many times, comfortable.
Comfortable, absolutely.
You want to come in and sit down. It's not like a museum where you feel like you're afraid to touch anything. It's more like we want you to come in and sit down.
Right. The sofa is very comfortable. All of our staff that have been in here, they've just been drawn to this sofa and the comfy and coziness of it.
Well, let's see some more.
Okay.
So, Candi, if my loved one's here and I live out of town and I can come in, I've got a place to stay right here at the Marquette Hospice House.
You have a place to stay right here in this room. We set this up for families who, again, have loved ones that are out of town, and so much more we're finding that families live away. And so if family members want to come, they can stay here for an unlimited amount of time. We have a nice double-sized bed here. We have lots of closet space. There's their own private bathroom back here. And then there's room here to pull out like a rollaway bed for extra family members. And so this is where they can stay and be comfortable. And their loved one is just right downstairs, and they can gather together and have their meals together and their visiting time together and, just hang out.
I'm not sure.
Family.
I'm not sure if this will show up on our shot with the way the light is here or not, but there's a little logo on this quilt that I'm sitting on, Sisters in Christ from Lionsville, Pennsylvania. Everything here was donated. This was handmade for you, for the hospice house here, for the comfort of the families and for the comfort of the patients.
Yes, every one of our rooms has a donated quilt like that. They're very beautiful, and a lot of time and love and prayer have gone into making of those quilts.
That shows to me the connection to the community of this project, which I've been involved with a lot of projects over the years, and this one I think I have a stronger sense of that here than any other project before, and I would say proud of the community, how they've come together to make this. This is the community's house. This is a project that's a community project.
Yes, it's been an amazing outpouring of support from the community, and something that I've not had the opportunity to experience before until I became part of this project, and it's just a very humbling experience.
Well, let's look some more around the building here.
All right.
Candi, I had the privilege to be with, I think, one of the first groups that took a tour around when we were still looking for the right hospice house. And there were maybe three favorite parts of this house to me: the great room, the kitchen that we're going to see next, and then I call this a floored room, kind of like a three-season room. And you see all the decks, you see the birds coming to the bird feeder, you see what was a pool, but now I think someday down the road it's going to be a fountain or a waterfall or some kind of feature like that. And the beautiful garden there behind, and so on. Someday, if I'm a customer here, I think this is where I'm going to want to hang out.
Okay, all right, we will make that happen for you.
So it's going to be not necessarily easy to get here up the steps, and you would go right past the guest suite, the family members' guest suite. But with a lift chair or with what do you call it?
Stair lift.
A stair lift, that could be an option. Or if it's nice enough outside, we can come outside, and the driveway takes you right up to the walkway, and you could again enjoy either the gardens outside or here in the Florida room. So. Something for everybody here.
Yes.
That would be my way of looking at it.
Yes. And, it is very beautiful out here, and any time of the year, whether it be wintertime, spring, fall, or summer, it's beautiful out back here, and I'm sure people are going to be able to enjoy the wildlife and the birds and the different flowers and the colors, and we just really look forward to having some kind of water feature out here at some point in time, and we're just kind of waiting for the funds for that to show up and trusting that it will.
The grounds here, I think, are phenomenal. I mean, it's a 2-acre site, and woods around two sides. They're pretty much, I guess, on three sides. So if you like woods, you got that right there. And different times I've been here, I have seen a lot of birds. A turkey walked down one time, and you can see that I didn't see any, but you can see where deer come past.